Hello everybody, Ewan Spence here for All About Symbian and the second video diary from the All About Symbian challenge. This year, as you'll recall, rather than getting the best hardware to review, I've been handed $250 and told to get the phone, the SIM card, the data, the applications, all of that for that price. And well, finally in San Francisco, had the trip over the Atlantic, and one of the things that I had to do before leaving there was to make sure that I picked up a little bit of extra memory. Out of the box, all you get is the space that's left in the C drive, which is about 50-60 megabytes worth of space. Not enough for a modern smartphone, so it was time to pick up a micro SD card. The best place to do that, of course, is the largest shopping centre in the United Kingdom, Heathrow Terminal 5. Once the micro SD card was picked up, it's dead easy, just sits in the side of the 5230, just like all the other device classes, 5800 and such like, slips in there. And I popped off, sat down, got myself into the lounge, hooked up the laptop, and got working doing some side loading of data. Now, those of you who thought I had to do every single bit of data through that phone for the whole 2 weeks, think again. I am allowed to use the laptop for situations where I would normally use a laptop. The point of this challenge is to be real world, what people can do when they're travelling. You know, it's not an incredibly restrictive one. Writers are going to have their laptops with them. The All About Symbian CMS need to go in through the laptop. Uploading video, such as these diaries, that gets to go through a laptop and Wi-Fi. What the challenge is looking for is the mobile phone in its natural environment, out and about around the cities of San Francisco and Austin, in the conference halls. You know, I'm not going to be toting the laptop then. That's when everything has to go through the mobile phone. I'm not going to be using that to find locations for parties and everything, or navigating my way around the cities. I'm using the mobile phone for that. That's where the challenge comes in. So, and it's sensible and it's real world. I mean, we could try to put everything through there, but that would just mean that I have to bump up to an unlimited data plan at $70 or $80 and remember to cancel it at the end of the month. That's not where we're going. We're trying to do this on a very small budget as an additional thing for people who are travelling. Right. So what do we do while I was in the lounge? Well, first of all, side loaded up all the maps. No need to pull down the data over the air when you can preload it onto the phone. That's really the main reason, one of the two main reasons for getting the micro SD card, so we can put the map data on. Added in United Kingdom just because, you know, I'll need that when I get home because I'll be very, very tired. And also California for San Francisco and Texas for Austin. You can only put on data at the state level. It'd be nice to take just cities, but states are fine, there's enough space. That took up about 400 megabytes. On top of that, I added in music for the flight over the Atlantic, various albums and such like, just detailed in the text below. Also put on Mobi Pocket off the laptop and some ebooks, just because it gives me something to read. And essentially, getting across the Atlantic, this is a nifty little device. I mean, it's a good size, it's nice and light, it sits in the shirt pocket quite nicely. Headphones go in the top, and you can do your reading, you can do your music, you can just sit there as you sort of veg yourself through 11 hours of flying through economy and get yourself to the other end. Luckily, of course, I got met at the other end by my friends where I'm staying, but they're lovely dogs as well, who nicely kept quiet during the video recording. Thank you, guys. And so offline, 5230 is just as capable as any of the other devices that we've looked at recently. The X6, the 5800, obviously the 97s have the QWERTY keyboard on them, but again, same sort of functionality. There's no dulling down of the operating system, and I know that, and most of the readers of All About Symbian, we know that, but to have that in that low-priced phone, it's an incredible achievement. It's now that I'm in San Francisco, now that I've got to go out and find the AT&T store, which I can use with the offline LV Maps data, get the SIM card, get it online, do some navigation, and also pick up my first challenge. This is where it gets really interesting. Anyway, comments are great. Thank you all very much for that. You can leave them down below at www.allaboutSymbian.com. You want to get in touch with me? Well, you can give me an email, ewanspence@gmail.com, also on Twitter @Ewan. But for now, I'm going to head off into the streets of San Francisco.